Hello, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another bookish video. Hello friends, so you may have noticed that this is a different background, and that is because this is my living room, and behind me is my book of the month bookshelf. And today I wanted to give a tour of this shelf because there is a lot of books on here and they are all unread. I have read some of the book of the month books that I have owned, but that's on a smaller shelf in my actual library room. But today I'm gonna give a tour of all my unread book of the month books because I also have a plan in place to try to read all of them, and that'll come, more details will come in a future video for that. But for now, I do want to give a tour of this shelf, and then you can let me know in the comments down below what books I should get to right away, or also let me know which books aren't really worth it, because I had a big book of the month hauling addiction for a while, and now I have a ton of unread book of the month books. But let's go ahead and get into the bookshelf tour. Okay, first I want to go in a little overview of the shelf. That is the top of it, and then here's the top, first shelf and second shelf. So I kind of have in categories. Up here is all the historical fiction book of the month books, and then it goes to literary and contemporary fiction and some YA contemporary. And then I have my thriller. It goes into thriller, mystery, and then horror down here. And then yeah, more then it's these are fantasy, and then these three are just ones I have recently hauled, they're the newest ones I have. And then I have the bottom shelf that is it goes into romance, and then I do have a couple or a few aardvark books here because I had nowhere else to put them. Okay, so this is the top. It's just mine and my husband's initials. And then let's go to the first shelf. This is actually I have the Brothers Bond whiskey. It's Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley's whiskey they created together. I loved Vampire Diaries, so when I saw that they made a whiskey, I had to have it, and it's unopened. Let's move that. All right, and then I have a little baby Yoda, and then I also have a picture of me and my husband, and then a rose, Beauty and the Beast. That's my favorite Disney movie. Okay, so I'm not gonna pull them out, but I'll just say the titles. So I have The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock by Imogen Hermes Gowar. I have Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. Peach Blossom Spring by Melissa Fu. Atomic Love by Jenny Fields. The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. The Postmistress of Paris by Meg Waite Clayton. The Library of Legends by Janie Chang. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. And Hester by Lori Lico Albanese. All right. And then the next row, I have The People We Keep by Allison Larkin. I have The Family by Naomi Krapisky. This Tender Land by William Kent Kruger. The Book of Longings by Sue Monk Kidd. The Attic Child by Lola J. The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. The Glittering Hour by Iona Gray. Liberty by Caitlin Greenidge. And The Christie Affair by Nina de Gramont. Then the next row, I have River Sing Me Home by Eleanor Shearer. I Must Betray You and The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sapitas. I am sorry if I'm butchering any of these names. And then I have The Age of Light by Whitney Scherer. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I really need to get to this one because I really love The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have The Circus Train by Amita Parika. I have The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton. And then Queen of Thieves by B.Z. Marsh. Okay, so those were all the books for the top shelf. We will go ahead and move to the second shelf. Okay, here is the second shelf. So I have this owl because I love owls. And then I have this like deer ornament. It's just here because I had nowhere else to put it when I moved in to the new house. And then I have these little avocado figurines that I got on for Valentine's Day. But they were too cute and I just wanted to keep them displayed on the shelf. And then I have this little tree here. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the first row. I have Happy and You Know It by Laura Hinken. Olga Dies Dreaming by Zaquito Gonzalez. I am so sorry if I mispronounced that. I have Mammy by Jessica George. The Most Likely Club by Elisa Friedland. The Girl with the Loud Voice by Abby Dare. Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I have The Lincoln Highway by Amor Taulas. And I have The Unraveling of Cassidy Holmes by Elisa R. Sloan. Next row, I have Good Company by Cynthia DePreek Sweeney. The Unsinkable Greta James by Jennifer E. Smith. My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. When We Were Bright and Beautiful by Jillian Medoff. Sky Falling by Mia McKenzie. Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey. In a Book Club Far Away by Tiff Marcello. When We Were Vikings by Andrew David MacDonald. How Lucky by Will Licht. Goodbye Paris by Anstey Harris. Third row, I have A Million Junes by Emily Henry. Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi. Normal People and Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney. I have The Verifiers by Jane Peck. Writers and Lovers by Lily King. Really Good Actually by Monica Heisey. What the Fireflies Knew by Kay Harris. The Many Daughters of Afong Moy by Jamie Ford. Leave the World Behind by Ruman Alam. And then The Love of My Life by Rosie Walsh. All right, so that's another overview of all the books on this shelf. Now moving on to the third shelf. Okay, an overview of this third shelf. I have this little like lamp thing. I think I got it in like a book box. And then I have this Books and Potatoes bookmark from Books with Lexi. For Patreon, she sent out bookmarks. And then I have, this is like those oil diffuser things. Okay, and then this is the start of like the thriller shelf. So I have A Nearly Normal Family by M.T. Edverson, Girl A by Abigail Dean, The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave, The Hunting Wives by May Cobb, The Last Flight and the Lies I Tell by Julie Clark, We Were Never Here by Andrea Bartz, Everything We Didn't Say by Nicole Bart, What Comes After by Joanne Tompkins. Next row, I have 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard, Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier, The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth, The Golden Couple and You Are Not Alone by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. I have Reckless Girls and the Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins, The Collective by Allison Galen, Like a Sister by Kelly Garrett, and Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. Third row, I have Goodnight Beautiful by Amy Malloy, The Maidens by Alex Michaelides, When the Stars Go Dark by Paula McLean, Breathless by Amy McCulloch, Too Good to Be True by Carola Lovering, Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapina, Pretty Little Wife by Darby King, The Night She Disappeared and Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell. Alright, so that was all the books on this shelf. We will go ahead and move on to the fourth shelf. Okay, a little overview of the fourth shelf. And then all I have on here is this candle, Wild Berries and Verbena. I think it's from Target. Okay, first row, I have Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie, All the Dangerous Things by Stacy Willingham, and A Flicker in the Dark by Stacy Willingham, Winter Counts by David Heska Wanbley-Wyden, The Lies We Told by Camila Way, The It Girl, The Turn of the Key, The Woman in Cabin 10, and One by One by Ruth Ware, The Family Game by Catherine Steedman. And then next row, I have The House Across the Lake, Survive the Night, Home Before Dark, and Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I have his other two books as well, but I have read those already. So these are just the ones that I still need to read. And then I have The Shadows and the Whisper Man by Alex North. I have Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Marina Garcia. I have Lone Woman by Victor Laval, Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Rayborn, and Arsenic and Adoba by Mia P. Minella. I'm so sorry if I'm, if I'm mispronouncing these names. I have Wayward by Amelia Hart, The History of Wild Places by She Earnshaw, Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen, Small Angels by Lauren Owen, Sign Here by Claudia Lux, White Horse by Erica T. Worth, The Chestnut Man by Soren Svestrup, The Sundown Motel, and The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. Okay, so an overview of that shelf again. Okay, I have the fifth shelf, and again, these are just the ones that I recently got. Divine Rivals, The Only Survivors, and Romantic Company. These won't be like priority for like the little project I'm doing, because these were recently hauled. So it's not like, they're not like on the top priority of like the little project I'm gonna do. But let's go ahead and go to the first row. I have Bloodmarked, which is the sequel to Legendborn. I have that on a different shelf, and I reorganized that before I saw that I had the Book of the Month version of this one over here. So this is here for now. And then I have Piranesi by Susanna Clark. The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chokshi, and The Gilded Wolves by the same author. I have Girl, Serpent, Thorn by Melissa Bashardoust. Then I have Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo, which is the sequel to, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. But it's the sequel to that book. And I own it and I have not read it. I also have, and of course I haven't read this one either. But yeah, I do really want to read this series. I loved Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows. So I do really want to get to this series as well. I have The Keeper of Night by Kylie Lee Baker. And I have The Wilder Women by Ruth Emmy Lang, and Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstances, also by Ruth Emmy Lang. And then the second row, I have A Deadly Education and Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I actually tried starting Spinning Silver, but it was putting me in a reading slump, so I just put it down for now. And I may pick it back up, when it gets back into, maybe, the holiday, winter season, because now it's starting to warm up and get into spring. So I am not in the mood to be reading a book like this right now. And then I have Circe by Madeline Miller. I have Darling Girl by Liz Michaliski. Things in Jars by Jess Kidd. I have The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. And All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. And then These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. Right. And then next row, I have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V. Schwab. Half Sick of Shadows by Laura Sebastian. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. A River Enchanted and a Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross. The Lost Apothecary and the London Science Society by Sarah Penner. I also just recently hauled the London Science Society as well, but I still need to read The Lost Apothecary. I want to read this one first, if possible. But yeah, I'm excited to read. I've heard good things about this one. And then I have Kaiki by Vishnavi Patel. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that as well. Okay, so an overview of this shelf. And then now I have to go to the bottom shelf. Okay, I'm sorry for the weird angle, but these are double stacked, so I'm just gonna go over quick. I have The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox, In All Holidays by Christina Lauren, Kiss Her Once for Me by Allison Cochran, One Day in December by Josie Silver, The X-Hex and The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. And then these 6 are actually aardvark, not Book of the Month, but I have Liar, Dreamer, Thief by Maria Dong, A Half-Baked Murder by Emily George, The House of Eve by Sadika Johnson, The Sweet Spot by Amy Popel, and 48 Rules. Sorry about that. I have 48 Clues into the Disappearance of My Sister by Joyce Cardell Bates. I have The Magician's Daughter by H.D. Perry. And then here, this is upside down, but I have How to Marry Keanu Reeves in 90 Days by Cam Jackson. The Space Between Worlds by Micaiah Johnson. The End of October by Lawrence Wright. And then Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Okay, it was kind of dark down here, so I brought a little light down here, but I have How to Walk Away by Catherine Center and Things You Save in a Fire, also by Catherine Center. I have The Book of Magic, Practical Magic, The Rule of Magic, and Magic Lessons, all by Alice Hoffman. I have Siren Queen by Nigvivo. I have Enchanty by Gita Trelisi. And I have The Cartographers by Ping Shepherd. And then second row, I have Head Over Heels by Hannah Orenstein. I have Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood, which I really hope to get to soon. And then I have Bringing Down the Duke, A Rogue of One's Own, and A Portrait of a Scotsman by Evie Dunmore. I have The Dating Plan by Sarah Desai. I have Well Met by Jen DeLuca. And I have The Bodyguard and What You Wish For, also by Catherine Center. And okay, over here I have The Two Lives of Lydia Bird by Josie Silver. The Rewind by Allison Wynne Scotch. I have Dating Dr. Dill by Nisha Sharma. I have Red, White, and Royal Blue and One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. I have Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. And then I have The Kiss Quotient, The Bride Test, and The Heart Principle, all by Helen Wong. I really need to get to this series. Okay, I also forgot to mention 4 more that I have. I have Someone Else's Shoes by Jojo Moyes, Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Cosby, The Damage by Caitlin Wearer, and The Night Swim by Megan Golden. Okay, so those were all of my unread Book of the Month books. And again, please let me know down in the comments which ones I should make as a top priority, or which ones that you may not have liked, or are if you DNF'd or just did not like them. Please let me also know. But again, I also have a secret TBR project coming that has to do with these Book of the Month books, because I really need to make these a priority and get them read, because I have a book buying problem, and I really need to start reading what I own before buying more. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you want to, and have a great day. Thank you.